Hello everyone, this is video number 8 of my Voiceplay journey. Today I'm going to be looking at Creep. I know a few of you have mentioned it. Not the greatest Radiohead fan. I don't mind it. It's just been played so much. But it's Voiceplay, so it's going to have a completely different feel. This is featuring Anthony Gargiulo. I've already reacted to him once, although he was a bit of a background vocal. Seemed to have great runs, he has a tenor voice. Very rich, very interesting voice. I don't know if that makes any sense. Has a weird texture to it. Anyway, not going to waste too much time, except to say that after I uploaded the video yesterday on YouTube, I noticed that Peter Barber was hosting a podcast interview with Cesar, much of which I saw. And so that's really interesting. I'll add a link in the description, although I know you guys are Voiceplay fans, so you probably knew that already. But anyway, if you hadn't, and you're interested, go and see that. All right, I'm going straight into the reaction this time, no preamble. Okay.
When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye.
Oof. So I've noticed that the Cesar and Jeff duo seems to be their go-to for at least the slower intros or the classics. Great choice. I mean, Cesar's soft, beautiful, rich voice, and Jeff just kind of giving everything a beautiful framework to work with. No complaints.
You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather.
Oof.
In a beautiful world.
Interesting. I love how they always, like, the lyrics and the audio always kind of, they make it make sense. Like he says, you float like a feather, and there's Jeff kind of doing a floating bass. It's like it starts and stops with the beat, but it's seamless. It's like it floats.
I wish I was special. You're so very special.
Great intro.
But I'm a
Anthony.
creep. I'm a weirdo.
Beautiful.
What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here.
Oh, just heard the edge of a beat there. But I am going to say that love the choice here of starting with just the voices. Hearing Anthony for the first time isolated like this, he has this really rich quality to his voice. It's a bit nasal. It's the kind of voice that makes great solo singers. It's like when I could never be a solo singer because I think all the years I did, you know, in church singing harmony, I never got offered a role. Everyone else did. But some voices are just naturally more interesting, and I think Anthony fits into that category. Anyway, I heard the edge of a beat coming on there, so I'm guessing it's about to they're about to elevate the complexity on everything.
I don't belong here.
Anyway.
I don't care if it hurts.
Oh.
I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul.
What's going on there in the background? The beautiful, I don't know what the technical term for it is, but there. Anyway, let's listen to that again. I don't know. I can't remember. There's a term for it, but I can't remember what it is. Amazing. Great. Yep. Ooh, Jeff. Listen to Jeff there, just was bracing for that, but he exceeded my expectations there as always. Wow. I mean, I don't even know what up. I did tell you I bought the keyboard right here, but it doesn't work without. It doesn't have a battery because I only spent €9, so it's useless to me because I don't have any USB ports left. I would have, if it worked, I would have checked what note that is because it sounds super high to me. Anyway, let's go. So the tempo keeps changing in a really interesting way. This is I guess, the key section in the original. And Anthony's just flying, you know. We're keeping it relatively faithful, at least in terms of harmonies, in terms of the line of singing. But Jeff's going crazy, and so is Lane. So far, apart from the great, harmonies and singing, it really is the Jeff and Lane show for me. If I walked into a club or something and I heard this, or in a bar, and this was playing in the background, there's no way I think this is a cappella. It's just too technically tight. It's beautiful. It sounds like, it doesn't sound like a human voice, or Lane doesn't sound like a beatboxer. It sounds like a real bass and a real drum kit. It's interesting. Interesting. Notice me smiling. That's because of Jeff again. Interesting with the lighting. They're not going crazy with the lighting this time, but it adds a lot. They're highlighting the important sections. Jeff did something there. He went and then all the way down. I mean, it's just something in the background, but it's so technically impressive. It makes me smile. Interesting notes there. Okay. Nelly.
Whatever makes you happy.
Really interesting transition there to take it back to the kind of scene you began with. So I'm guessing this is the closing sequence. They take it all the way back. Really interesting. Ellie going crazy there. Some of those notes, wild.
Whatever makes you happy, whatever you want, you're so very special. Oh, I wish I was special.
Oh, nice run.
But I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't belong here.
Wow. Right, so no surprises, I prefer this to the original, although the bar wasn't that high to begin with. I always found the original to be a bit edgy in the sense that the lyrics are pretty much things that we all have felt, and apparently that makes you creepy unless it's sarcastic, which I don't think so. This is a lot more human, I find. They not only sing well, but they act it out. Cesar is always an incredibly expressive singer, and it makes the lyrics make more sense in their proper context, which is things that we have felt, thoughts that we didn't like but were there. And rather than have this kind of rock beat to it, it starts off beautifully, slowly, makes it human, and then of course they have fun with it. It's Voiceplay, and we're there for that. But yeah, all things considered, much better than the original. For me, I know that's a big thing since Radiohead is such a huge part of a lot of people's lives. But if you gave me the choice, I'd listen to this 10 times out of 10 compared to the original. So thank you to those who you know, commented and said check this out. Glad I did. Obviously, compared to the last video, which was such an intense, you know, whimsical performance, not as much to say, but it's perfect. I'm glad I'm going in this direction with the voice play. Yeah, and that's it. Trying to think. No, nothing really much to add. I'm gonna go back and finish watching the Cesar interview. I left it about halfway, didn't have time yesterday. So I'll check you out on the next one. Thank you very much for being here. Bye.